Hi, I'm Marta and I'm a unit painter in Moonbreaker. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how I paint gold details using non-metallic metal technique in paint mode. NMM is an acronym for non-metallic metal, a technique used in real-life mini painting. A painter uses standard paints to mimic metallic paint effects. To mimic metallic properties, start with a base color, a darker shade color, a brighter highlight color. Next, add 2 more colors. They will be used to achieve very smooth color transitions. Add 1 color between the base and the highlight color. To make gold look really shiny, add 1 tone that is much brighter than the basic highlight. I will demonstrate the technique on Turncoat, which is one of my favorite units in Moonbreaker. I've changed the paint job just a bit, so the gold stands out more on the dark background. I'm using a mouse now, but of course you can use a graphics tablet if you have one. If you find it hard to paint finer details with a mouse, and it has a resolution control button, you can try going a step or 2 down. First, I'm going to show you how I paint trims. So first I paint the trim with the darkest color and a paint brush. I did it beforehand, so as you can see it's painted in our darkest color. Now I take dry brush and our base color, and I try to look at the unit and see which parts of the trim are higher and which parts are lower. So you will see it in a moment. So the light probably is hitting more this point and this point and less of this point. So you can work your way around trying to figure out which parts are probably the most lit. Okay, when you mark these parts, the higher parts, you can go for a brighter shade and a slightly smaller brush. And then you don't want to cover all of the base color you just painted. You're just going to paint a little less than you've painted with the base color. Okay, as you can see, colors blend quite nicely. Now we are taking of course, we are moving 1 color up. So now we are taking this bright color and this smaller brush, like so. And again, we're painting just slightly smaller area than we've just painted with a slightly darker shade. As you can see, it's already looking really good. I love how it comes out. It's so simple, but it looks so good. Okay. Now, of course, we are going to take the brightest color, the smallest dry brush, and just paint the edge a little bit, just a small area. So you highlight the very highest points, not hidden ones. It looks nice, but it can look a bit nicer. So we take our base color and we're trying to find our edge and trying to paint just the edge. So you can see how it's starting to look a bit brighter, shinier, and smoother. Okay, what I also can do and like to do, I like going one tone up again and painting now a little bit closer to our brighter shades. As you can see, the edge is starting to shine much stronger. We can use the same rules to paint a golden motif by hand. Start with a sketch. I usually use one of the two darkest colors in my palette, depending on how dark the background is. I want to see what I'm doing. Next, use the airbrush with lower opacity settings. Remember to observe the slopes and dips in the surface you're painting on. Mark parts that are raised with a color one tone brighter than your sketch. Don't worry if some lines come out a bit wonky. You can always touch it up, like in the real mini painting. Use eyedropper to pick the background color, turn the brush opacity up, and paint over the wonky edges. Of course, in Moonbreaker we also have the undo option, which makes painting way easier. Use your blending color to make the transition smoother. Add highlights. And finally, add shine spots. It's a great technique to achieve a spectacular effect in just a few simple steps. You can use this method to paint much more intricate motifs. There are many shades of gold, from yellow and brown to almost green ones, so feel free to experiment. Hope you've enjoyed the video. Have fun painting!